Howdy, it's Mr. Ward again, and I am here with a video for Group 2. So our Group 2 readers and writers, we've been stepping them up since Christmas after learning and completing Speed Sound Set 1. I don't know if you can see all them there. We moved on to Speed Sound Set 2, and we've taught them A, E, I, O, U, O, R, O, E. Another way of saying ow, and also oi, toy for a boy. The reason we've spent longer on these sounds is they're more complex sounds, so it's lots of sounds with two letters, but they make one sound, or even three letters, and they make one sound. And they're harder to spot in words, which makes them harder to read. So we've been doing lots of activities, lots of games, lots of reading challenges to help embed these sounds with the children. Obviously, we can't do that at the moment. I will point you in the direction of some resources over the next few days and weeks that will help you do that at home. There's a great website that I use a lot in school called Twinkle. I pay a yearly subscription for it, but at the moment it's free of charge for everybody to really join together and help us with our homeschool learning. But these sounds are something that we've been using a lot in their reading. They found it harder in the writing. What I tried to do with them is use these sounds to help them write sentences of their own. So I'd say to them, what have you been up to last night? What did you have a weekend? Let's use some of these sentences to, some of these letter sounds to make some interesting sentences, because we've taught the children how to write by reading captions and then writing those captions again. For example, to the top of the hill, the children read it and then they write it, and they could do that, and they've done that for a while. But then I wanted to move them away from me giving them something to write to then asking them to come up with their own ideas and writing it. That's proven a little bit more difficult, but working just with yourself, what a great way to overcome that difficulty and to crack that next step in their writing development. So I would be using this sheet and this one in case they get stuck on any letter sounds. And we're going to use our new lovely yellow books. So I'm going to open up, and as I mentioned in the other video, the lines are rather small, but not to worry, we'll make the best of it. So using your little pencil. So the first thing to do before you start writing is know what you want to write. So we're going to think of some ideas. So obviously you are extremely limited at the moment as to where you can go and what you can do. Everyone's pretty much confined to their homes, but that's okay because your homes have lots of exciting things in them. I hope you've got a space outdoors as well, in your garden or in your backyard or something like that, where you can go with the children. Springtime, so lots of exciting things are happening. You might see some bumblebees, you might see some birds building their nests. Keep your eyes open together and you'll see some really interesting sights, and they're things that you could write about and things that will motivate the children. So if you wanted to be really swish, you could maybe print some pictures out and stick them in and write about the picture of things that you've seen or things that you do. So I'll give you some examples now. So maybe one of your children might be playing with one of their toys. So look at that. Oh, there's the oi sound. Oh, not that one. There. Oi, toy for a boy. Yeah. So I'm going to write, today I played with my toys. So we have been teaching the children about capital letters, so you can do that. Teach them how to write a capital T, two. So I know how to spell the tricky word two, T and an O. Today. Oh, I'm getting a bit mixed up. What is it? Is it which way to write my D? Because I sometimes get mixed up between my B's and my D's. Around the dinosaur's bottom, all the way up his long neck and down to his smelly feet. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll put that there. To D A. There it is. A may play. What letter comes first? A. All around the apple, down the leaf, and then a Y. Today, finger space. So I use my finger on this hand. Today, I finger space played. So that's a two-syllable word. Played. 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 Oh, I've got A may play again. So this is going to be a great way for them to really embed these letter sounds, and you can teach them about word endings, you know, ed. Today I played with I. So it's not for flower, I don't think. I think it's the and the sound. Where is it? Oh, sorry. A bit cramped, this space I'm working in, this desk that I've got in the house. Never mind. With. Today I played with finger space my, and a Y, M and a Y spells my. Today I played with my toys. Oi. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah. Today I played with my toys. Full stop. And you could expand upon their thinkings. That's a really nice sentence. I'd be happy with that from members of group 2 at the moment, but let's keep on building them up day after day. So you've wrote one sentence, let's write another one. What toys did you play with? Today I played with my toys. I played with my, it could be, I don't know, cars. Okay. Start the car. I haven't got many toys myself anymore, but I played with my cars and my. So you can see already I've wrote my 3 times. So it helps them to remember these tricky words, because remember a word like cars, cars, you can, if you know the sounds in that word, you can sound them out and spell them. Words like my, they're tricky words. M and the y doesn't say my, so they need to learn these words, and they learn them by seeing them and reading them a lot, and they learn them by writing them in their sentences. You can even get a highlighter and you can look through the newspapers together or magazines, and you can highlight the tricky words in there. It's a nice activity to do together. I played with my cars and my BJ masks. My PJ masks figures. 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 Where's the air sound? There you go. So they might choose to use the air whirling, that's not fair sound, or air whirling to air. So at the moment, I would not be say, hey, you spelled that word wrong, that's not how you spell figures, that's not right. I wouldn't be saying that to them, because the children learn how to spell words phonetically at the moment. You've got to remember that it's their first year in school, full year in school, and they're learning how to read and write from scratch. So to be writing at this stage in March like this would be really good. And teaching them how to spell phonetically is great at the moment, because it builds up that confidence of being an independent writer. I can say something, I can spell something, I can write something, and yet it's not the right spelling of figures. But as they become better readers, as they get older, and as they progress through school, they learn how to spell words exactly right. But at the moment, we're looking to encourage children to want to pick up a pencil, holding it like this, nip, flip, grip, holding it smartly, sitting up well, and being focused and trying to write on the lines, so that they can have an idea, say it and write it. And spellings will come, accurate spellings will come as they get older, and as they become more proficient readers. You learn spelling through reading as well. So at the moment, that'd be great. Today I played with my toys. I played with my cars and my PJ Masks figures. So there's 2 nice sentences there that haven't taken too long. A little idea to start you off. You know, you could write about things that you've seen outdoors as well. And I'll talk about those next time I make a video for group 2. But I hope you enjoyed doing it. A sentence, 2 sentences a day would be really good for the time being. And say if, for example, they were writing something and they wrote a letter the wrong way around. Obviously, I wrote all mine very neatly, because I've been doing this for many decades now, so I've pretty much got a handle on how to write all my letter sounds. But your boys and girls are only 4 and 5 years of age, and they've learned how to write a lot of letters in a short space of time. So if they're writing things and they make a little mistake, you can just put a little line under it like that, and just say, okay, at the end of your writing, let's just practice writing your s, so you can show them how to write a few, and then you can say, okay, now your turn, you just write me a few. So any letters, so for example, an at is a common misconception. Quite often you'll see children write ats like this, this kind of stuff, or big, massive, around, and all that. So just put little lines under them and just get them to do it again on the line underneath when they finish their writing. Make it nice and relaxed, give them loads of encouragement, and together we'll keep on helping your children finesse their writing and become really, really strong writers. So when we do return to school, they are ready to shine. Thank you so much for listening and watching my hand and me writing on this little exercise book. More to come. Thank you for your support. Cheers, guys. All the best. Bye.